Nobody's been holding back. Everybody's catching everything they can catch. So.
I just had 5 bites each day. I need to catch 5 today because a lot of people are going to catch 5 today.
I mean, you know exactly what's happening. It's not like somebody's holding back.
Professional bass angler Steve Daniels telling it like it is here at the FLW Tour Championship on Lake Sinclair in Georgia, where this elite group of anglers are fishing under some tough, wet conditions.
I say I can make a fish bite, but I'm fibbing a little bit. Sometimes you can't.
This has been a 4-day event, and we're down to 10 pros, 10 amateurs. 5 of those pros continue tomorrow. We'll crown our amateur winner here on this day number 3.
Tomorrow you're going to be one of 10 amateurs out there fishing for a beautiful Ranger boat powered by Johnson or an Evinrude. 1 in 10 chances. You ever had a better shot at it than that?
Never had a chance even close to that.
Lake Sinclair here is just north of the city of Milledgeville, Georgia, in the central part of the state. It is an old power company lake built back in the 40s. It's a big lake, and there are thousands and thousands of boat docks here and all sorts of different structure to fish. Old creek beds, river beds, lots of riprap, rocks, and so forth. So a lot of challenges for these anglers. Well, here it is, our version of the World Series. This is our year-end event, our FLW Tour Championship. I'm Tommy Sanders along with Jerry McInnes, and we really have attempted to bring the very best together for the championship at year's end here, and that's what we've done. We've got 40 on the pro side, 40 on the amateur side. We got the winners of the first 5 FLW Tour events. We got the top 10 winners from the big Forest Wood Open there at Lake Carr in North Carolina, plus our top 25 points getters throughout the year. They really are the very best of the best, Jerry, and we've put them together for the first 2 days, 40 on each side, and now we've got 10 on each side. We got the best of the best here. It's going to be a great day of competition. Let's get out on the water right now.
Yeah, Tommy, the best of the best, and they're going to be duking it out with the weather about as much as they are the fish.
That's the truth.
Sorry, seems like every time you have a big bass tournament on the schedule, in comes some unsettled weather. Well, we've got we've got tornado warnings. We've got lots of rain. And, of course, this wind is going to be a big problem because this is, this is a crankbait lake to many of these guys, and battling the wind's pretty tough on those fishermen.
7-8 pounds all we're going to need. I can't imagine fishing this all day long not catching 7-8 pounds.
Seems like the water's been changing daily, and the further we go up, the colder the water's getting, but as far as the color of the water, it's about the same. The water level's high this morning, which I think is good, and hopefully they'll start dropping it and the fish will bite. But yesterday, I come in here, and the water was low, and it didn't really move very good, and they just didn't bite. It's like it was the first day today, and we caught them pretty good, so I'm hoping the fish will bite today. Keeper. That one was off the bank a little bit, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was right in the very end of that tree.
There he is. Well, I don't know if he'll keep or not.
Oh, yeah.
The fish got a mark on him. Guess he's been real tight to that cover.
Well, back with our Florida boys again, Steve Daniel and Brian Kelly Roberts here. We saw Brian catch his first fish there. So he's
Florida boys, I guess. Look at Steve, he didn't have any pants on. What's the matter with him?
A little cold for that, if you ask me.
And it is pouring down rain right now as well.
Good fish.
Steve Daniels gets his first fish in the boat.
Steve is doing a lot of fishing right in front of our tent, right in front of our headquarters. He's actually fishing the riprap right there on the highway, right in the middle of town. The whole town could have actually come out and watched him do his fishing. And he does awful well there, too.
Oh, come on. You see that?
I sure did. He brought that thing to surface with him.
Yep, almost. He was just batting it. Catch him? A little bitty one, ain't it?
Dang, that's a large head, though.
Yes, a keeper.
Crap, I don't know. Yeah,
Close
he is.
at it. He's close at it if he ain't.
Hot dog. Way to catch yourself. That board's right there, and I'm going to measure. Thing was just, look at him, look here. Oh, watch yourself.
That's Todd Lee from Jasper, Alabama. Got to watch your head there.
Yeah,
There's so many boat docks out there. Somebody told me it was either 1,100 or 11,000 boat docks on this lake.
Yeah, 11,000 sounds more like it to be. Do you realize how much cover that is, though? When you're just looking at it at the surface, you don't pay as much attention to exactly how many 2x4s and 4x4s and braces and what have you are down in the water, which obviously makes perfect habitat for the fish.
Nice keeper. Thought it was bigger than that when I first saw him boil out there.
It doesn't matter who you are, you don't know all there is to know about a bass. It's a very unpredictable creature.
The FLW Tour is brought to you by Johnson Fast Strike 150 with Ficht fuel injection. By Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. By Chevy Trucks. And by Strand, the most dependable fishing line in the world.
This lake's been real good to me. I fished 7 tournaments here, and I've won 5 of them, so. And I finished second in 2 other ones. But I may fall down in this one unless I start doing a little bit better.
That sounds pretty strong. A guy's done that well on a lake. Hard to bet against David Fritz here from Lexington, North Carolina. Of course, hard to bet against David anywhere.
5 out of 7. That's not bad at all.
That's hard to argue with. This place is like...
And came in second place in the other 2. He's a tough fisherman. He's a crankbait fishing son of a gun, and he just kind of lives and dies with that bait, but he's so good at it that he becomes very successful.
There you go. Well, he'll weigh.
And I'll bet you just a little bit later here, Tommy, we can get him to tell us a little bit more exactly how he's fishing that crankbait. But Steve Daniels fishing a crankbait a little bit himself. I think he's fishing a spinnerbait some too, but he's doing many of the same things that Fritz is. Matter of fact, they're pretty much in the same area.
Thank you, boss. See, he just barely had it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
We got a couple of Florida boys here, Jerry, that wound up in the same boat here fishing on day 3. Steve Daniel.
Fishing right outside the tent.
Right outside. Hey, Steve Daniel, what are you guys trying to do? Save gas?
Well, we're just trying to catch 7, 8 pounds and stay in this thing today. And there's a lot of things going on right now. The water's high and the water's not moving. So I don't expect the structure fish to bite very good. Our fish aren't relating to the cover at all. I've got a couple of fish. I should have 4. And Brian's got 3. He's done a little better job of catching them than I have. He hadn't lost any. I've lost a couple small ones.
No kidding.
Have you had any opportunity to practice in conditions like that here on this lake with the water not moving and situations where they're not relating to the cover?
He's got one on here. Hold a second.
Steve, you seem to specialize in catching a fish when you're on the telephone.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Yeah, won't y'all just stay? You stay in there and just we'll talk for a while.
Well, Steve, I tell you what, I'm kind of impressed with you. This is such a change from the style of fishing you're normally known for, and I'm kind of impressed